This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Liverpool here for the All or Nothing final press conference. Fight on the bill Friday night, Martin Murray against George Barashvili.
I think so, mate, yeah. Your guess is as good as mine.
How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, mate, yeah, good. Obviously excited about fighting at the Echo on Friday. You know, it's just good to be fighting back at home. You know, I'm looking forward to it. Up in a new division. And, you know, there's some big fights out there for me, so I'm looking forward to putting a mark down on my division and making a statement on Friday. So yeah, mate, feeling good.
I mean, we spoke to you a couple of weeks ago, you know, at the press conference when you signed for Matchroom, and you know, went over everything then, and your plans to sort of, you know, make a statement in the super middleweight division now. So, you know, this is just to ease you into division really, and then hopefully later on in the year you secure yourself a big fight.
Obviously, the tough fights are going to be there. This is by no means going to be a really tough fight for me. He'll come and have a go, like, you know what I mean, and he's tough and he'll come and have a go. And from what I've seen of him, he does. But obviously, the bigger picture is obviously the bigger fights, like, you know. So, like I said, this fight's just about me establishing myself as a super middleweight and then building from there.
Do you feel though you may have to have another fight like this at super middleweight before going in with, you know, whoever at the top level at super middleweight?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, you know, I'll fight anybody, as I've proven, and, you know, I've spoken to Eddie and I said he knows he don't even ask me about fights. I will fight anybody. So it's just about me just getting direct in the right way. You know, if he feels that there's another fight before a major one in my next fight, then that's what we'll do. But if he feels we can go straight in for a big one, you know, we'll do that as well. But the whole idea of me obviously coming home and signing with Matchroom and signing with Eddie Hearn and having the platform on Sky is obviously getting built right, you know what I mean? I've never been built properly in the UK, so it's about me just getting built right now, and when them big fights do come along, they're at the right time and they're built properly.
Something just dawned on me. I remember about 3 or 4 months ago there was some comments by Froch, I think it was in reference to Golovkin and yourself, and that, you know, he would make lighter work of you than Golovkin, and I believe that was it. But there was a little thing going on between now. I don't know what Carl Froch is doing, but you know, that was a fight that, you know, you openly said that, you know, you've taken it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's the biggest one out there at super middleweight, and I want the big fights. You know, I'm in this game for the big fights. But yeah, I mean, what he said, that there was just no need to say it. Basically, it was pointless him saying it. But he said it. Obviously, got a little reaction from me, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, just one of them things.
Obviously, James DeGALE is the IBF champion. He'll be looking, you know, for his first defence at some point later on in the year. George Groves is fighting for a world title in August, I believe. So, you know, these are the fights that you'll have your eye on. Domestic fights, world title fights.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always wanted the big domestic fights at middleweight. I can't come yet, love. 1 minute, sorry. Just wait to sit down with 1 minute. I wanted the big domestic fights at middleweight. They never happened. You know, I'm stepping up to super now. The talent we've got domestically is unbelievable, you know. So I think now, me moving up, these are the type of fights that can happen. You know, everybody's wanting the big domestic fights, and, you know, for the world titles, and hopefully George Groves is going to pull through his fight in August, I believe. Obviously James DeGale's got ease, and, you know, they're obviously the big fights I'm aiming towards. So, you know, now that I've moved up, I'm sure they can happen.
Do you believe that George Groves will beat Badou Jack?
To be honest, I've not seen much of Badou Jack, but I rate George Groves, and, you know, I think I think he can go over there and do the job. Like I said, I've not seen not much. I don't think I've seen anything of him. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, I rate him, and, you know, I think he's gonna do just enough, like, to bring it back.
Who wins that DeGALE and Groves for you right now?
I think DeGALE. Yeah. To be honest, I've not seen the first fight. I've not seen the second fight. I rate them both. They're both top fighters. But if I had to pick now, I would pick DeGALE, and that's not me wanting anyone winning. It doesn't occur to me. But if you had to pick right now, I would pick DeGALE.
I remember talking to you a couple of years ago, and you told me that you don't really follow boxing.
No.
You don't do like what's going on in. Obviously, your weight is different. You keep an eye on specific fights that could be in the future in line for you.
Yeah.
But other than that, you don't really sit there and like you're not a boxing anorak.
I've not watched both the George Groves Cal Froch fights. I've not watched.
Have you not really?
I've not watched him against the Moo Callum's fight in that brass. I've not watched the James. I just not watched any Mayweather's fights that past God knows how long. I just don't watch it. Just one of them things, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not a lover of boxing. It's just certainly a job to me. So
but there's not like a set rule that because you're a professional boxer that you've got to know the history for the last 100 years.
Obviously now I'm stepping up to super middleweight.
Yeah.
They're the fights I'm going to be watching. You know, when I was at middleweight, I kept my eye on the division at middleweight, and you know now that I've moved up to super, I'll do exactly the same. So I will be watching them fights, and I will be watching more super middleweights. But yeah, I'm just it's just not something you force me to watch it. If anything, like, you know what I mean.
All right, well listen, Martin, I know your little girls wants her dad back,
demanding as ever.
Yeah. So thanks for talking to us, and we'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow.
Okay, cheers,
all right?
mate. Thanks
Cheers,
a lot,
mate.
Paul.
Thank you.
Nice one.